Thanks to Frizzlife for sending out this countertop reverse osmosis system. This is the WB99-H system. Let's open the box and see what we get, and we'll do a setup and a test. And as always, I will let you know my honest opinions. Also, I will leave links to the product in the description, so if you're interested in purchasing one. This is what we have on the top of the box. We'll open it up now and we'll see what we get. I'm having to do the unboxing in the spare room at the moment because my kitchen is currently being refurbished. So it's quite a mess there. One of your RO filters. We'll get into these now in a little bit. Here is your instruction manual, warranty, etc. with a QR code. Frizzlife Countertop Reverse Osmosis Water Filtering System, model WB99-H, owner's manual, support, email address, etc., QR code. I'll have a quick look through this now anyway before I set it up, just to show you it working. But there's your manual if you want to go into that and take a look at that. Just move this stuff out of the way a second. Like I said, it's a bit awkward doing it in this room, but it's the only option I've got at the moment. Right, let's turn the product up the right way. Three-pin plug for the UK. This is a nice little touch. We have an anti-algae bag to go over the back of the water pitcher. Nice dark bag to stop the light. We'll get into that a little bit in a second. Just a little leaflet by there showing you that under direct sunlight algae will obviously grow more because it's water in a clear container. And then if you use the blackout, it obviously helps prevent the algae growing so quick. Quick look of what we have in this box. Right, that's your water jug, the main water jug for the unit. Let's just watch the lid a second. That will obviously go onto there, I would imagine. We'll get into that in a second. What I like about this unit on the videos I've seen so far is that fix. So it's an angle, so you can just lift it off easily. We'll fill some water in that in a second for you. That is the back of the unit where the main water pitcher fits onto. This is your main water storage tank. Just remove the packing foam. We also have a card telling you about algae prevention and filling tank maintenance. What I'm going to do now is fit the filters and we'll give it a test. This one as well eats up the water, so you can actually make a cup of tea with it, which is absolutely brilliant in my opinion. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Let's fit the filters and see how we get on. Just lift that up as I just shown to lift it off. Remove your protective film around these filters. And then this big filter goes into the bottom. As you can see there now, just turn it slightly until you can feel it go forward slightly. That's it. And then push and twist. And that's in place now. Very simple to do. Then we have this other filter, which is an alkaline carbon filter. There's your model number if ever you need to buy a replacement. These filters will need to be replaced at some point, but that's going to depend obviously on how often you use the unit and also what the water quality is like where you live. Luckily enough for me, I don't live in an hard water area, so fingers crossed my filter should hopefully last. But this filter just goes above the other filter and then just firmly push it in. And then you can simply place your cover back on. There we go. That's magnetic. That's a nice touch. Little magnetic cover by there, so just snaps into place. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to fill the water tank up, the main water tank, and we'll put it on the back. There we go. There's, well, I just showed you how to fit the filters anyway, but there's a little card by there showing you how to do it, but very straightforward. Yeah, we'll that's where you would put your glass to fill. We'll get into all this in a second anyway. Right, let's get some water. Right, I've just filled the main water container, only half full. I've also heard as well that you need to basically purge the system, let it run about 3 times to, well, basically make sure you don't get no contaminants in the water from the filters, which is normal to do because I've kept marine tropical fish for years. I no longer do, but I did keep them for over 10 years, and using RO systems to make the water safe for my fish was an everyday occurrence for me. I was doing water every other day for my fish. To be honest, that's one of the reasons I stopped doing it, because it was just, I just didn't have the time for them at that time in my life. But yeah, we'll fit this on the back now. I'll just spin the unit around so you can see that. Let me just move that out of the way. Like I said, you have a nice convenient angle. That slots over the top, and then that just goes over. Push it down. While we are here, we'll cover this. Like I said, that just goes over the back like that to stop any unwanted sunlight. Because obviously if you got that in your kitchen by a window, like it's by a window now, probably within a few days you would see algae growth, but this is to prevent that from happening. But like I said, due to my kitchen currently being decorated, I'm having to make do with this room, so apologies again for that. I'll leave this covered off just for this demonstration. Right, there's a little hook on there which clips in by there, as so. We'll put this back there now. The good thing about using this room as well, I've got a power socket right next to me, so. Right, we'll power it in, plug it in. Right, there's your filter in button by there, flashing. Right, it's telling me the picture's on, it's filter in. There is your filter, condition buttons by there. I believe they blink or go red when you need to change the filters. There's your temperature for the water. So that flashing, I assume, I'll check and let you know a bit later, but I assume that is telling you that this is actually working. That is what's going on the back of the unit. You can see, well, I can see, but whether the camera picks it up is, yeah, there's stuff coming into there now. Not sure what that is. Looks quite cloudy, but like I said, it does tell you to do this 3 times. And as we can see now, that is filling with water, which I gotta be honest is pretty quick. I didn't expect it to be this quick. But yeah, first impressions, very good. Happy with it. If anything goes wrong in the future, I'll obviously let my viewers know, because I'm 100% transparent on this channel. I always let people know in the future if the product is still working well or if I've had problems with it. But yeah, so far so good. A blue indicator light by there, that's showing you that there's UV light coming on as well, so that's extra protection as well, because the water is passing through UV light, which will kill small bacteria, etc. Which I gotta be honest, I didn't even know that existed until I had a quick look in the manual. That is your BPM, that's parts per million. That tells you the amount of rubbish that is in the water before filtering. This would be probably in the hundreds or few hundreds. So we'll just let it carry on now and do a little bit of filtering. And I'll go and get a glass and we'll get some water. Right, the water pitcher is full. That didn't take long at all. What I'm going to do now, just press, I'm going to try 120 a second. And then press 120 and then press that. There we go. I'm new to this, we are learning this together, but yeah, you press the amount you want and then you press the button over there. That's a child lock, which is really good as well. We'll get into that in a second. That's for, like, obviously if you was doing hot water, which we're going to try shortly. Right, I might have to stop this, which I'm going to. Right, I had to stop that, 120 ml. I'm not sure what size this glass is, but well, there's your water. Obviously working 100%. I'm not going to drink this water because, like I said, I think they recommend doing this 3 times just to make sure everything is clear. But what I am going to try now, I'm going to try the temperature. Right, we'll try the temperature, 60 degrees. I got a thermometer, so we'll have a quick look. I'm not sure, like I said, we're learning this together. Right, I'm just going to hit the pour button. Now the lock is on because I've hit the temperature, so we'll unlock it. And I can tell you that is hot. That's impressive. How quick that is, and that is hot water coming out of there. That's really impressive. I honestly thought that we would be waiting a few minutes for things to heat up, but clearly not. Very good system. That's impressed me. You can see the steam coming out of it. And that's only on 60 degrees. I think it goes up to 90, but oh well, it goes higher than that. Right, it goes to 100 degrees Celsius, which is boiling point, as everybody knows. I'm not going to do it with a glass because it'll probably break the glass hot water, but that is incredibly impressive. How quick that got hot has impressed me. You can see the ppm, parts per million, is dropping as well. No doubt when this has been flushed a few times, that will be a lot lower as well. But it's definitely way lower than tap water. But thanks to Frizzlife for sending this out for me to review on my channel. Like I said, I'll probably do a video or at least a short in a few weeks or a couple of months, just to let people know how I'm getting on with it. All links for the products, etc. will be in this description. So if you like the video, please leave a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and hopefully I will catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.